All right, everybody, welcome to this video. This is one of these videos where I'm showing you behind the scenes of my business. Like I promised, I would show you a few of these things, and it's really important, I think, that you understand and are using split testing in your business. Now, this is an old, well, it's not that old. It's a previous test that I did that I finished on May 17th, as you see here in the chart. May 17th, I stopped it. We started it at March 30th. So basically a month and a half, right? So the overall page conversion was 58%. And we were split testing between two different pages. I'll show you them in a second. But as you can see here, there is a major difference between the bottom one here, which is only 6.2% that it's going to beat the original, and and it's a little, so it's not that much of an improvement. But as you can see here, the overall subscription rate on both of them is pretty good, right? So let's take a look at this, and this is the winner here, by I guess because it got me more opt-ins, right? But this here is a pretty, it's a pretty good looking page. I would call this the sexy page, right? And it's got a lot of data on it and tells them what they're going to get and all that kind of stuff. So this is the winning page. And if we go back here, and I'm going to look at this one here. This one here is not as pretty as this one, right? But I like to test things. So this is the second page. It gives a little bit of detail, but it's not as pretty as the other one. Still, when we go back to this one, it still got 53%. And so what I'm basing, the reason I stopped this, this test was because I got enough visitors here. I got, almost 250, about 250 unique visitors to the page. And it was consistent all the way through. And I'm like, okay, well, this is good. The data is good enough for me to pick a winner. And I picked this winner. Now, what this means is that when you pick a winner, when you do have something that's working so well, either one of these would have worked, whichever one, right? But in this instance, I chose this one because it was a higher conversion rate. Now, what this means in marketing is that you're always trying to beat the control. That's why they call this the control. You're always trying to beat whichever one is the best one. Now, let me go back to, let me go back here. And I want to show you the new page, or the new test, so you can see what's going on. This is the brand new test that I just started, and that's the reason I wanted to show you basically the old one, because this one is just brand new. But I want to show you something here. So you can see here that we just started this again on the 17th, which the other one just ended, and this one here is the one I just showed you. This is the control, which would be this guy here. This one is no longer in there. So this is the one that I'm, again, testing against because it was the winner. And here's the one that I'm testing against, okay? Look at that, okay? So here's the winner of the old one, and then this is the brand new one. And I call this the ugly page, right? So you can see here, ugly simple. But check this out. Look at the difference now. The chance to beat the original one is 64%. I know that I'm only, 6 days in or something like this. But that's a big difference from when I first started, because when I first started, it was not going that way. You can see here that this one here is the first one, right? The green line, and the green line was starting to shoot up, and it was starting to kill it. And then in the couple of days, I'm going, okay, well, I guess the ugly simple is not going to work as well. Now you can see the trend has gone downward, and it's now beating by 64%. So the reason I'm showing you this is a couple of reasons. One, because you just never know what is going to work. And you might have, I've been in so many different coaching programs and listening to different people and experts and, what works better. You just never know for your market. That's the reason I test these. So, one dude might say, listen, all you need is this. You don't need any fancy stuff, and you could use this, and you could put this up, and you might get opt-ins, but you never know, right? So So that's the reason I'm doing this one, going, okay, well, maybe this one will work better for this audience, which at this point of the recording, it is doing better, 64%. If this trend continues, then guess who's going to be the winner? The ugly simple guy, right? And then I'll make another one and see, well, is that one going to beat it? So you're never really losing because you're getting opt-ins, right? And so this is the reason why I wanted to show you this video, is if you're not doing stuff like this, you will never know what the winner is. Because look at this, if I kept this one here, even though I'm getting 63% subscription rate, it's really, really good, right? If you get 50% or higher, man, you're doing really, really well. And this one is getting like almost 70 at this point. So it's doing extremely well. But, you know, I wouldn't throw the bathwater out with the baby, or the baby out with the bathwater. I think that's the way it says. I wouldn't do that either. This is nothing to say, oh, this is crap. But hey, if I can get 70%, why not? So there you go. Just a short little video on what I'm doing behind the scenes and why I'm doing it. And hopefully you're doing the same thing in your business, so you can tell, hey, these are the kind of opt-in pages that my peeps like. This helped you? Let me know. Put a comment below if you need any clarity or any questions about your business, and I'll be happy to answer them.